Welcome back everyone to the Xamarin Show. I'm your host James Montemagno, and today we're going to do a little Xamarin.Forms 101. Today we're going to take a look at control reference binding. It's a super cool concept where you can use a value or a property from a control and bind it to another control's property. This is super nifty when you're doing things like passing parameters down and you want to enter something and pass that string down without updating the view model. Or for instance, maybe you're doing something like rotation. You have a slider from 0 to 360 or some scaling. You can automatically bind that control via reference to another control and automatically rotate it. It's really easy to do and just takes a few lines of code. So let's hop over to Visual Studio and take a look at how to do it. So here I am inside of Visual Studio, and here's my app. It enables me to come in, click this button, and increase the count a few times by 2 every time. Now if we look here at the code, we can see I have a button, has a command calling increase command, and then a command parameter, passing it 2. If I look at the main view model here, as we can see, I have a command, increase command. That command is going to call increase count, which sure enough increases the count. Really nice. Now what I can do is use command parameters in correlation with this control reference binding. So for instance, let's say I want to create an entry here. And I'll say x:name. And what that'll do is create a backing field that I can reference in my code behind or in my XAML. Now, one thing to note here is if I just wanted to come in and say label, and I wanted to immediately do text, and do something like binding to text, well, I need some sort of binding context here. What's cool is I could say binding context for this control, give it an x:reference to entry count. Then what we'll see is inside of my text of that label, my IntelliSense will light up and I can say text to any property inside of it. Now this is a string, so string to string will work. Luckily enough, I can also set the command parameter. Now there's an issue here because I don't want to override the binding context of the button because I need to call this command. So what we can do is come in and paste a little code where I can do binding, set the source of the binding to be a reference to that entry count, and then the path to text. So it's a little bit addition than setting this binding, but you're kind of inlining it all one in one. So now what we can do is go ahead and run this application, and what we'll see is I've done a control binding reference to not only the label, but also to the button where I can pass in the command. So this is really, really nifty, not only for instances like this, but where you just need to kind of pass data around and don't want to mess around in the code behind it all. It's one of those things I always forget about exists, but it's really nice when I remember that it's there. So here we go. I can come in and I'll say 3 for instance. Now we can see the 3 automatically pops up, and I can go ahead and click it and it increases 3 times. It's really cool. It's like no code at all, just to come in, click, and now I have that data being passed down. Now, of course, you can still do this from code behind. It's really simple in the UI. Really, really nice addition. There you have it, doing control reference data binding. So cool. I'll put links to the documentation in the show notes below, and also to my command video, to my command parameter video, and to that binding video. If you like this video, of course, give it a thumbs up over on YouTube or leave a comment below the video because I'd love to hear your feedback and what else you want to see in Xamarin.Forms 101. So until next time, remember to subscribe, get notifications for the latest Xamarin Show, and thanks for watching.